All right, so for problem number 3 then, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Basically, we're going to take the cube root of negative 125, okay? So if it's a odd root, 3, let's write this down, odd root 3, 5, 7, 9, so on and so forth. The base can be negative. And actually, the root will probably be negative too. So if your base is negative, then the root is probably negative. So you do the same thing though. If I say negative 2 raised to the third power, well, that's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. This becomes a positive 4 multiplied by a negative 2 becomes a negative 8. And I'm going to skip past some of these. I happen to know that negative 5 raised to the third power is equal to negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. And if you do that on a calculator, you'll get that that's equal to negative 125. So I rewrite this as, and some of you might be questioning, well, why do I need to rewrite this? Because it's going to be very important in the next section. So I'm kind of front-end loading a little bit. And so that's also could be written this way, negative 5 raised to the 3 over 3, which is negative 5 raised to the first power. Anything raised to the first power is itself. And that's the answer. Okay, now for this one, we want the fifth root of 243. The challenge on this one is the fifth root. In other words, we've got to find something that we multiply by itself 5 times that possibly equals 243 or divides evenly into it. So if I do 2 to the 5th power, and that's a lot of multiplying, so I'm just going to do this one on my calculator. I think it's 32. I don't know why that's being weird. Here, we'll try this again. So 2 to the 5th power equals 32. Oh, that's not it. Then remember, that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 times, and that's equal to 32. Okay. So let's try 3 now. 3 raised to the 5th power. I think it's 3 raised to the 5th power, possibly. No, it's not. All right. Oh, I did the wrong thing. 3. Oh, man. First, the coffee hasn't kicked in. 3 raised to the 5th power. There it is. Oh, I was getting nervous. When you do enough of these, you'll start to memorize them, like math facts, like your multiplication tables. I've memorized some of these, some of the smaller ones. I happen to know that 3 to the 5th power is 243. All right, cool. So we rewrite this as the 5th root of a new base, which is 3 raised to, and you could write it like this too, remember. Right? That's the same as the 5th root raised to, well, the 5th root of 3 raised to the 5. Yeah, that's a little messy. Let's clean that up a little bit. All right. So either way, that becomes 3 raised to the 5 over 5, which becomes 3 raised to the first power. Anything raised to the first power is itself. And so the answer is 3. And, you know, it's possible Mr. Adams made a mistake. I'm in a hurry. I'm nervous. So let's double check that. So on your fancy calculator, you hit math. You go down to 5. And then I'm going to take the 5th root of 243. Hey, it is 3. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. That's it on that example.